In this video, I'm going to talk about mixing, how to mix your song and all that beautiful goodness. Now, if you haven't checked out the rest of the, oh damn, I'm getting feedback, let's turn that off. If you haven't checked out the rest of the videos in this series, definitely go and check those out now. But basically I'm showing you how to make a song at home, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I mixed my song Hill. Link will be in the description. Go to jcarterray.com/Spotify to listen to my latest song on Spotify, so you can kind of, you know, see what we're working towards in this series, which is that song Hill. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Carter from jcarterray.com, teaching you how to be better at music, online business and online marketing. This is the #1 spot for musicians and creators that don't want to be starving artists. So if that sounds like you, click that subscribe button and check out the rest of the content on the channel, because you will love it here. Now, since we got the intro out of the way, now we can get into what's going down. Now, I do have a video on how to mix your beat, and it goes really in depth of basically all these concepts, and it goes through this whole not playlist, this whole template, which is, this is the same template that I used to make my beats, but I've added vocal elements to it, and I will be making this available for people after I run through at least 2 more songs through this to make sure that it's correct and where I want it to be. So I'm not going to go through, you know, all the mixing of the beat, because I don't believe that's necessary, but I will be giving you some pointers into how to mix your song, because I think that's going to help you out a lot. I already showed you my vocal mixing, not bus, track, mixing channel, mixing strip, all the effects and all that sort of stuff in the last video, so definitely go and check that. Oh, was it the one before that? I'm not 100% sure. It was in one of the videos about recording, so check the last one, recording the final song. I believe that will show you everything you need, or the one before that, recording, you know, drafts and living in your song. So right about now, we've brought in everything, like the stems of the beat. So we've got everything that's in the beat, and then we've got the delay. Oh no, we've got the vocal stems as well. So we've got the main vocals, vocal left, vocal right, we've got the ad-libs, we've got the delay send vocals, which, as I told you before, it had basically the delay, and then I've now basically consolidated the delay and then have actually delayed it 1 more time. So it's going to sound very, very interesting. So I want to go through some of the main things that you need to know. The main thing is that you should be mixing with a reference track. So bring up Spotify, listen to another song while you're mixing your song, and try and get, you know, make sure it's a similar song in the same genre that's been professionally mixed, and try and get all the levels of different things the same. So what I did was I tried to get my clap the same as my reference track. I listened to a few different tracks. I think I was listening to tracks by Gunna, a couple tracks by Selena Gomez, I think, because what I'm creating is a mixture of R&B, trap and pop. So I'm listening to songs from those different genres to see where my song's sitting in the mix. So a big thing that you should know is your vocals should be around the same level as your clap. So they should sound like they're around the same level. It doesn't have to be, you know, definitely the same dB level, but they should sound like they're around the same level, and that's where you'll know that your vocals are at the right place. And you don't want anything to be too high and too low, because when it comes to mastering and all that sort of stuff, things are going to be all over the gaff and they're not going to be where they need to be. You don't want, you know, drastic changes. For example, you don't want the melody to be super low and then the drums to be super high. You kind of want those to be around the same, you know, where they need to be basically. And it's hard to know that. You got to listen to songs, you got to listen to your song and just reference and just try and get everything to where it needs to be. But I think that tip of getting your vocals where the clap is will really, really help out, because it really helped me out and it really helped me mix my song. So let's look at some of the main features of the song, right? We've got the main vocals, Then we got the ad-libs, which is the vocals synth thing, and we've got these ad-libs to the right, which are the main ad-libs. Then we've got the additional ad-libs that I've actually added into this, which we've added a compressor on top of this. We had vocal synth, but I consolidated these ad-libs into audio file so it wouldn't mash up my CPU. Then we got the doubles of left and right, and then we've got our delay send, and we've got, you know, reverb basically, which we've also EQ'd, and we've got an 8-step delay which we've added chorus and EQ and reverb onto, and we've got some background reverb, which I believe this is for the ad-libs. No, it's for the doubles. It's for the doubles, and an 8-step delay. What was that for? Is that the ad-libs? Nah, it's for the main vocals. So the main vocals have a normal delay on them, and then we've got an 8-step delay as well. So that's basically what's going on here. Yeah, I've already gone through my vocal mixing stuff, but I just wanted to give you some insight into what this process is actually like. We've brought in all the stems, and we've brought in the stems of the vocals as well, and basically we're just cutting out what we don't need and keeping in what we do need. But we also added some new recordings. So the new recordings is basically some melodies on the left hand side of the breakdown. So here, every time I get away, something just keeps bringing me back. Oh, my CPU is dying. Better days, and somehow we think we can go back, but we can't. Loving you is like a okay, my CPU did not want to do that. But basically what we've got here, wow, that CPU hit is disgusting. I don't know how much I can do in this project. Well, we gotta keep this, like, we gotta keep this as a slim session. So I'm gonna turn on my ad-libs on the left hand side, which is the new recording that we've got here. So I'll just add some ambience, and sometimes you can't even really hear it. Like you're not even sure if it's there or not, which I like. I like adding stuff and then the listener's not like distracted by it. You don't want the listener to be distracted by things. You want them to be there, and you want to be able to notice if they weren't there, but you don't want to notice that they're there, if you get what I'm saying. You want things to be subtle. So basically I've just mixed, like, everything was already basically mixed before we got in here in terms of the beat, because obviously I mixed the beat before I brought it in here and used it, but I've like remixed everything. So I've brought the clap up, I've put everything where I felt it should be at the end of the song, listening back to this song, listening to it on my phone in context of listening to other songs from other artists, and then coming back and listening to, you know, this song, and then listening to other songs through these same headphones on Spotify on the PC, and then coming back and then seeing, okay, I need to raise this or I need to lower that. And basically it's just, you know, you keep on looking back to your reference and coming back to this and just getting everything where you want to get it to. I would play this through, but really, if I do that, things are going to be mad. So here we've got some automation, which is basically just automating the amount of flanger on my main vocals. So when it comes to the chorus, we got some more flanger on the main vocals, and then we come back down to, you know, normal amounts of flanger on the vocals throughout the verse. So that's all that's going on here. Not a lot of super, you know, wild stuff. Maybe I recorded a line here and there to make sure, you know, to get certain things right and to clean certain things up, but I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. And as I said, this was a lot of raw recordings, to be honest. My next song is going to be much cleaner because now I know better how to record. At this point I was recording, my input level was way too low, so there was only so much I could do. You still hear, you know, my mouth and stuff like that, within the final recording, which I'm not super happy about, but it's like I could either go and re-record the song and, you know, spend another week on it, or just get it out and move on to the next one. And I think just getting it out and moving on to the next one is better for me, so that's what I'm going to do. And I think most people won't even care or notice the certain little things that I noticed. So that's basically mixing your song. The best thing that I can say to you is to make sure that you have stems of your beats, so you can move the individual things, move the individual layers. That will help you out a lot when it comes to mixing. And if you really want to mix this the best that it can be, you want stems. I do sell beats with stems, so, you know, go to jcarteradio.com/beats. Link will be down in the description and stuff. But if you're making your own beats and you're following this series, then, you know, just bounce out your beat into stems, so you have that extra ability to mix everything how you want it to be mixed when you come to the mixing stage. But generally by here, everything should relatively be mixed, and then, you know, you just keep on checking things out and referencing your reference tracks to get things to industry standard, and then you bounce it out into a pre-master as a WAV, and then you bring it into the mastering track or mastering channel, mastering project, which I'll be showing you in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But question of the day is, what DAW do you use to record your songs? Because obviously you might not be recording your songs in FL Studio like I'm doing here. Let me know in the comment section down below. I think that'll be very, very interesting. You can listen to the full song, link is in the description, or go to jcarteradio.com/Spotify. If you got any questions that you want me to answer or make a video on, or any tutorials, let me know in the comment section down below. If you got anything you want me to get super in depth on, let me know, and I'll just make a specific video on that if I get enough suggestions. Let me know in the comment section down below. And in the next video, you'll learn specifically about mastering. But in any of the next videos on my channel, you're going to learn about music, online business, online marketing. I'll see you there. Peace out.